there's no referee, I'm going to go to the ATM and I'm going to sell my house and I'm going to put all my money on DeMarcus Cousins.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, budget approved. Yeah. Here comes the, here comes the.
Tell them to bring out the cappuccino.
Y'all don't really want it like that.
Tell them to bring out the whole ocean.
What's up, brother?
Hey. How we doing?
Good. How are you? How was
Great.
work?
Kind of boring.
How do you get off? How do you get off work? Are they like, all right, you're good?
Yeah, they just come in like whatever trailer or door you're in. They're like, all right, you're good. You're fine.
What if they just never said that?
Then I would stay there until I wised up, I guess. When I got on Google, there was something and it popped up. It was like, tap the bell to get live updates on women's soccer. I was like, fuck no. That's like the two things I hate the most in the world, soccer and especially women playing soccer. I don't hate women, but women's soccer.
I was looking at
That would be awful.
Fliff today, and I was like, oh, the Women's World Cup is going on. Haven't heard anything about that.
I saw something on my Snapchat, you know, like when you slide over to stories underneath there's a bunch of like subscription stuff.
Yeah.
I saw that Megan Rapinoe chick's like bright blue dyed hair. I'm like, oh, what's Ninja up to? And it was her. I'm like, oh, that's really funny. I just saw the hair and then I was like, oh, lame. Not watching it now. If it was Ninja, I would have watched it.
Oh fuck. I was watching Anus. You know how KB's dad is a Twitter troll?
Yeah.
He did something because he just retired. He said something. He was like, what is it? Oh, he was like, I grew up watching and I loved you except for that one time when you kneeled for the American flag or something. But other than that, I think you're good enough to compete. He was like, I think you could go trans and compete with the men. Or something like that. He's like,
no shot.
He's like, I
wish
you would do that.
No, like, woman in any, not a knock on women, but there's no woman in any like major professional sport that could go compete with the men.
Nah.
It's impossible.
The best example is when Serena Williams said I could not play professional tennis in the men's league.
Yeah, she was upfront and honest about it when fucking Brittany, whatever, Griner,
yeah,
said that she could beat Carmelo.
No, DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins
yeah.
in a one-on-one.
That was so funny.
My god!
They asked the UConn coach because he was coaching the whatever Olympic team of the women's, and they're like, "Do you think Brittany Griner could beat DeMarcus Cousins 1-on-1?" And he was like, "They were like, who would you bet on?" He was like, "I would take everything I own, sell it, sell my house, take all the money, and put it on DeMarcus Cousins."
You're a fool not to. I mean,
that's so funny. It's like
I hate
that was so
Griner,
overboard. You think
even if it was someone I didn't hate,
you think the coach would be like, oh, I mean, he's really good. She's all right. She might hold her own for a little bit.
Yeah.
He's like, no, fuck her.
Hell no. No chance.
Yeah. I would too. I would put so much money on that. They should do that and just make everyone rich.
Someone won the Powerball.
The odds would be like minus 10,000.
Yeah.
California.
Wasn't it 900 million?
I think it was $1 billion. I think it got up to $1 billion. Yeah.
Damn. I know it's high when Caleb texts.
Yeah,
boys.
That's when I buy a ticket. Is when Caleb texts a group chat and says, "Go buy a ticket."
Did you guys buy one?
On it. I did. No. I did go buy one.
I didn't buy one. Maddie bought one.
I actually drove to California
and I won that.
Drove him off the scent.
Nice. Well.
Yep.
Now California's gonna take all of it.
True.
Yeah, you're fucked.
So you can have $100, maybe.
Got tree fitty.
We need to move to Tennessee where there's no like
Income tax.
income tax at all. That would be
Or
awesome.
Florida or Texas.
Yeah, what's the rule with Florida?
No income tax.
Is it just income tax?
I think so.
That's why Dave Portnoy's there.
Yeah.
You got to live there for like what, 2 years or something?
Till what?
I think
you start like following their tax laws.
I think you just have to be there for a certain amount of the year.
Oh, maybe.
Cause
Yeah, like you can't just have a vacation home, live there for a month, and say this is where I live.
Gotcha. Yeah, when you were talking about that thing in Niagara, that's crazy. $1 for a house, but you have to live there 4 years and renovate it yourself.
Yeah, it has to be renovated in a year. You have to apply, get accepted by the city, have it renovated in however good condition they approve in a year, and then live there for 4 years, and then you're good to do whatever. You sublet, sell it, whatever.
Wow. That's actually...
It's genius to get your city to look better.
Well, yeah. From that standpoint, it is genius. To one, make it look better, and two, if you're like monitoring the people that you are letting buy it, like you can just make them not shitheads.
It's kind of crazy though. The Canadian side was like this big city, like touristy. It had like casinos and everything, and the other side looked like some hodunk town from the USA that just happened to have like a big hotel and a casino in it. Like it looked like trash.
The USA side looked like trash?
Yeah, the Canadian side was way better. It was like just this giant, these streets with attractions and restaurants all up and down.
I don't doubt it.
Did you guys go to the Canadian side?
That's where we spent most of our time.
What's the... I guess
so what else is on the Canadian side?
Well, there's more restaurants, better restaurants, all kinds of attractions like fun houses, roller coasters. Have you seen the giant go-karts thing in Springfield? Luke?
Go-karts?
Apparently there's some big go-kart track in Springfield, but it was this go-kart track that like winds 3 times up and down, and it's this really long track. It was really cool.
Yeah, I have no idea. There might be. I have not seen or heard anyone talk about a go-kart.
I haven't seen it. I just like one of my cousins that was doing it with me. He was talking about it.
Oh, maybe it's closer to Branson.
Yeah, it probably sounds accurate.
But yeah, so you went to Fenway, right? But there wasn't a game.
There was no game there in Chicago, but I got a tour.
Did you do like just the stadium tour, or did you get to go in? Oh, you sent pictures. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah,
I
went
jerseys and memorabilia and shit.
$25. You got to go in the stadium, go everywhere. From like you go to the top of the Green Monster, you go to the visitors clubhouse, you get to tour this museum.
That's awesome.
And it was crazy. You get to go see Ted Williams' red seat home run.
Yeah, that's like the one I did in New York, Yankee Stadium. It was a little more than $25, but they just had like they had a special room. The only way you're getting in this room is if you pay for the tour, and it was everything. I mean, they had everybody's memorabilia there, like Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Joe DiMaggio, Mickey Mantle, like all the legends, all their stuff. It was so cool. It was like one of the best experiences.
The red seat home run?
It was a 503-foot home run Ted Williams hit into right field, and they know exactly what seat because there was a businessman there, and he was sleeping. And he got hit by the home run. He looked up and he goes, "I'm so far away."
Jesus
and he played it up
Christ.
to the media. He goes, "How far away do you have to sit to not get hit in the head with a Ted Williams home run?" Evidently 504 feet.
That's fucking wild.
Damn.
I mean, 500 feet back then is ridiculous. That's
yeah, and
insane.
it's not like you can like say, "Oh, their stat trackers weren't as good." Like it was literally that exact seat. You can track it now yourself.
Has anyone even hit a 500-foot home run this year?
This year I don't think so.
I know there was one.
I know
last year.
Giancarlo hit a 504 one when he was with the Marlins. People always talk about like the legends, like what you think legends could do in today's game. Ted Williams might be the only guy that could like do what he did back then in today's game. Like he was fucking good. And I hate saying that because he was a Red Sox guy, but he was fucking unbelievable.
Averaging a 400 average at least once.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
He was just fucking insane.
I feel like Pete Rose would still kick ass.
Oh yeah, Pete Rose would be good, but that's not like that. He's not that
It's not that
old.
far back, but still.
Yeah,
it's like
I'm talking like
basketball and football.
1930s.
Like when they had plumbers.
guys. Yeah.
Like Babe Ruth wouldn't do shit in this day and age, but like
I don't think so. I mean, if you like just took his game and put him in today's game, he's not doing anything. But if you like gave him tools and like training that
and he
guys
didn't go
get
out
to
and
use
drink a
today,
bottle of whiskey
and if
every
he
night and
wasn't an
smoke 3 packs a
alcoholic
day.
and a fat ass, maybe. But like Ted Williams, I think his game could just transfer right over. Mickey Mantle, he was pretty fucking good.
Have you guys seen
Hank
the
Aaron.
things Babe Ruth ate? Or
Yeah.
maybe it was like, I think it was Elvis. Have you seen the things Elvis ate?
Elvis was a slob.
Yeah.
It was like a whole loaf of bread, and then they cut it in half, like not into slices, and then like peanut butter and fucking like steak on it, and you eat like the whole thing.
Jeez.
Plus, and
You
that was
wanna
like
see the,
for breakfast or something.
Damn.
You guys want to see the shirt I got in Boston?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll have to read you the text, but it's got a picture of Ben Franklin, and the quote says, "Beer is proof that God loved us and wanted us to be happy."
Did he say that?
Is that a direct quote
I
from Ben?
bet he did. Knowing Benny Frank,
Oh,
I bet he
Ben.
did.
That's funny. You went to
He probably quoted that right after he fucked one of his bajillion whores.
Probably.
Classic Ben.
He was a maniac.
No, but,
Did you go to the Tea Harbor, Will?
Yeah, I went
Oh.
to the exact spot that the Boston Tea Party was at, and it was kind of
Was there tea in the water?
it was a bit of a touristy thing, kind of geared towards kids, but I still wanted to do it because it was the exact spot.
Yeah.
And they have like all these characters. They have a little production they put on, and then you go onto one of their replica ships and you throw a little styrofoam box of replica tea into the harbor.
Really? You just throw
Yeah.
styrofoam into the
Do
ocean?
do they
Do they
pick
clean it up?
Well, it's gone. It's on a rope. You bring it back up.
Oh, okay.
There's just 3 of them sitting there, and everyone gets a turn to throw it in the water.
You should have started acting
Awesome.
insane. Fuck you.
Yeah, you should have went all in.
There
All
was
in.
an old British couple on my tour.
Oh, you should have fucking let him have it.
You
Flip them
motherfuckers.
off. It was also the
Text
this
this,
year's
bitch.
This year's the 250th anniversary of it too, so they were like had all these signs out and everything. It's a big deal.
That's awesome.
I don't want your fucking tea.
The craziest thing I saw about Boston though is that city used to be disgusting. Their
Yeah,
entire
that's-
harbor.
That's why I asked you the other day. I was like, how was it? Because I heard it was a fucking shit show. Used to be. But
Well, their entire harbor used to be filled with trash. There was an entire island that they put so much trash on that it turned into their tallest. It went from their shortest island, like towards sea level, to their tallest, just
Wow.
because of how much trash they put on it.
Trash island.
And they spent like 50 years filling in these parts of land to make more landmass for the city. So for about 50 years, it was just swampland, just sludge sitting in
Yeah.
the city. And now that's where like the most expensive houses in Boston sit.
damn.
New York.
Did you do a bus tour?
Yeah, we had like you could hop on and hop off at any stop.
Did your tour
on?
guide have like a ridiculous Boston accent?
No, one of the guys that was working, so they offered like a bunch of deals on different attractions, and one guy we went to, it was almost incomprehensible.
Really? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it was about
They have one of the
stereotypical
best accents.
Boston
I love
accents.
those accents.
It's hilarious.
It's awesome. That and Italian people they got.
We
good
had
ones.
like 3 different
Gabagool.
Irish servers at the restaurants we went to.
Yeah.
There's a lot of biggest Irish population not in Ireland, in Boston.
What's an Irish
Yeah.
slur?
Oh, I don't know.
A Mick. That's their slur.
A Mick.
We call him a Mick.
There's a show called The Mick on Netflix.
Well,
Is it about an Irishman?
No, it's about a lady.
Oh, lame. Yeah, I want to go. That like Tea Party stuff sounds cool. Like just the historical stuff
yeah,
sounds interesting. Like I want to go to Philadelphia and do the
yeah.
like a bunch of that stuff. That I
Bell?
want that to be the Bell and Independence Hall and stuff like that.
Yeah,
We
I
got to
also
go
want to. I
to-
want to do the whole like Rocky Run in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah. How long is
Just-
it?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't do the whole thing, because who knows? Like they show multiple like clips of him running just throughout Philly, but like at least a good ways out and do it like in the winter in sweats all gray sweatshirt and sweatpants and do it and run up the stairs. That'd be sick. I love Rocky.
We went to this park, and my mom wanted to take a picture of a statue that was there because it was like made after one of the books she reads to her kids in school. But come to find out, like the next day, that's the same park that they shot the bench scene in Good Will Hunting.
Oh
We were
yeah.
sitting there, and he opens up, and I was like, I didn't go see it. I was pissed.
Dang, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
I know.
I actually saw a TikTok last night of Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's acceptance speech. It was pretty funny. When they won that, they were just going crazy. They had no idea what to do.
I saw a TikTok of Good Will Hunting, but it was like me after fixing my grandparents' Wi-Fi for the 57th time. Like, a little thanks would be nice. This shit is so easy to me.
Yeah.
I don't even need you. You just sit here and mess it up.
And I'm
do
real
you know how
sorry that
easy
this
this
isn't
is?
so easy for you.
Do you know how easy this is for me?
It's so funny.
Yeah. Great movie.
I was telling Jack before the show there's Colts news that we want to get his reaction to. Jack, look up the
Yeah.
Colts new uniforms.
Have you seen those yet, Jack?
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
This fucking team.
As a mega fan, we need your.
It's a live and die
You're in-
hard Colts fan.
Yeah.
What does the Colts like fan base even call themselves?
I don't know. Do they have a nickname?
Oh,
I guess not all of
brother.
them do.
What are they, Duke?
That's what like one of the
That's what-
comments said.
Yeah.
Another one said like I designed this in Madden 07.
How not to do
Yeah.
a new uniform feat to the Colts.
Yeah, I saw Big Cat tweeted out. He's like, well, not all uniform reveals can be winners.
The black helmets are cool. The all
Yeah.
blue though, that was a question.
I do like a lot of teams don't have a whole lot of like black in their uniforms. I don't mind like a lot more black in uniforms, but you can't do that. That's just bad.
Did you see that high school in New York? High school or
With the
college?
all black,
All the black turf?
field.
Yeah, that's insane.
That'd be
That's
miserable.
wild.
They're
I
never
get
gonna be
it.
able to practice on it.
I get it
Like,
if
it's
you're
too
doing it
hot.
somewhere where it's like, sitting around 60, 70 at that time of year.
Yeah,
But you like New York
Where was it
summers
at?
are hot.
New York.
New York,
Yeah.
they're pretty
was
hot.
surprised
Could
it-
you imagine that here in Missouri? Oh,
Be insane.
you'd
didn't
never be allowed to practice on the turf.
No.
No.
The trainer would put the heat advisory on you every fucking day.
When we got in Boston, we got out the door and I was expecting it to be like I wasn't expecting it to be like 70. But I was like, there's no way it can be as hot and humid as it is in Missouri. It felt the exact same.
Really?
I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, that's the worst. Have you like? I think I went to Florida. It was like kind of nice out in Missouri, and you get off the plane and it's just hot and humid as fuck, and you're like, bro, I've just
Yeah.
been
Then
on
you
a
look
plane
at
for so long."
Washington's weather, and it's like
Nice.
75 and breezy and
That's so terrible.
perfect. Yeah. One summer we went to San Francisco right off the bay, and it was like 50 degrees in the middle of
Yeah,
summer.
it's
It was
pretty cold.
awesome.
It's pretty like chilly next to the water there, I think.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I had to put on a sweatshirt. It was perfect. But yeah. How was Nebraska this weekend?
It was pretty good. What did you guys do on the drive there? Like, how did
Me
you?
and Calvin sat.
Like pass the time,
Yeah,
listen to tons of podcasts, and
yeah.
that was it.
That's
I
what-
had
Some
I had
music.
Calvin to talk to, so it was pretty easy.
Yeah, I was just by myself. Fucking, it kind of sucked ass.
at the, like, I was gonna bring my dog, but at the last second, my mom was like, "Do you want me to watch your dog?" I was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
And then I packed a bunch of food and some waters, and just drove and listened to podcasts and peed in bottles.
Yeah.
On the way back, I got 2 energy drinks and 2 water bottles, and by the end of the trip, they were all full. It was pretty
Me and
funny.
Calvin spent like the last 2 hours racing as fast as we could to get there because we wanted to beat 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So when we started doing this, our expected time of arrival was 8:15. And I was
Yeah.
going like by the end of it, I was going like 90.
There's
Or
nothing. There's nothing like. No, I shouldn't say there's nothing, but it's really satisfying to like see your expected arrival time and be like, I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna shave this down at least 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
do, and it's like,
Holy shit.
yeah.
The drive there.
racer.
The drive there, I drove through. I hit a giant storm in Kansas City. I was going like 10 miles per hour, and I couldn't see. I was just watching the headlights in front of me. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Like,
I was gonna go
I was
home
in the
that
eye
same
of the
day.
storm.
I was gonna go home that same day you went up there, and I got sidelined by the storm because it was fucking brutal. I was
Yeah.
coming home from work, and it was terrible.
And then on the way back, a fucking truck burnt to the ground in Colombia, maybe. And
Damn.
I think it delayed me like an hour. I was going like 5 miles per hour. It was.
Dang.
It sucked.
Are those 2-lane coming back?
Mostly,
Yeah.
That sucks.
2 and some 3. I like 2.
it's about like 75%.
I love
2
2
lanes.
lanes.
I like 2
You can
lanes.
just
better
fucking
than 3
chill in the fast lane,
Yeah.
going like 10 over, nothing crazy.
On the way there, I think I sped pretty quickly, but on the way back, I was just like,
See, my Ranger just doesn't go fast.
yeah.
It's a hassle to get it up to 90.
My car, you know how I started making that loud noise when we went to Taneycomo?
Yeah.
My dad was like, is it going to be okay? I was like, I guess so. I mean, I don't really know what's wrong with it. And it was it was fine.
Yeah. Did you watch the
Oh, shit.
out?
Hold on.
What?
What I did in Nebraska was I got there, me and Drew put some shower thing together, and then we drank. He cut down all these limbs from his tree and just had them in his garage. And then we went and got this, like, not a tiny fire pit, but not a big one. This, I would say it's a tiny fire pit to be burning tree limbs in.
Yeah.
And we just were burning those all night. Right when we started burning it, like, he dumped a bunch of oil on it and it shot up. And there's like a low power line, and it was right below that. And we're like, ooh, maybe we should move this. But
Yeah.
the next day we went to Lincoln. It was kind of shit. I guess it's probably better during the school year, but there isn't.
Yeah.
We saw these 2 people on a bench. I don't know if they just did heroin or what, but they were fucking zonked, like not moving a muscle.
Yeah.
Then we went
Did
to
you see the video that Calvin put in the group chat
the
of the
naked-
obese black woman rubbing cake all over her naked in a grocery store?
No, I saw naked, and I was like, I don't really want to watch that.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's
It's like
disgusting.
5 minutes long.
Jeez, did you watch it all?
That's
Turn you
Drew.
on.
And then Drew would be like, "Well, skip to this
Yeah.
part. It's funny."
Yummy.
But then on Saturday night we went to the bars. We didn't get to go to the cool whores. What's that one?
I have no idea.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The one with the coins.
Oh, the regular one?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was horse something.
I didn't know. I don't remember the name of it.
Me neither.
I don't know either. But that one was closed. So we went to one. There were some people in it, like 5 other people in it. And we walk in, and immediately the bartender's like, I'm gonna need to see your IDs. Well, I just walked up to the bar to like try and like play it cool, like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 21 for sure. Then she was like, I'm gonna need to see all your IDs. And I showed her I just gave her my normal ID. And she's looking at it. She's like looking at it. Like, for a while, my heart was like, she was like, you're not 21. I was like, no.
Yeah.
You got me.
She was like, yeah, I had to think for a second because my daughter's 21. She's like, can I give you something else? I was like, water, I guess. But we played darts and it was fun. And then we went to another bar just down the street. And we walk in. The bartender's like kind of drunk. So I'm like, oh, good sign, good sign.
I got it.
And he's like, just show me your ID so I could get this out of the way. And I gave him, or I guess they gave all theirs to him. And they were all born in like 2001 or 2000. And then I gave him mine. He's like, oh, you're the young one. And just gives it back. And brings us a beer. And I'm like, sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But like right before, like we were sitting there for a second before he asked us. And Drew was like, yeah, sorry about that other place. I was like, yeah. I was like, I figured I'd just give her my ID. Like if you just give it to them, they'd probably just like give it back or something like that.
Yeah.
And then that's exactly what that guy did.
Yeah.
Well, he probably checks, like, if anything, he would check the year. And it'd be
Yeah.
like 2002. Most people are 21 that was born in 2002, so
Yeah.
it's like,
Half the people.
Yeah.
yeah.
I know everyone's turning 21. It's great.
Yeah, it's sick.
5 more months.
Drew turned 21, or Drew Jasper turned 21 yesterday. He didn't even buy anything because his work gave him beer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's nice. You still got to go in and buy something, though.
Yeah. Calvin said he's going to buy a carton of cigs.
I think that's what my brother did.
That's
I
awesome.
don't think my brother even smoked cigarettes. Like, I know he didn't consistently smoke cigarettes.
Just go
But I
in.
think he's like, I just did it so I could. He's like,
Yeah.
talking to my mom, he's like, you can have them. I don't want them.
I'm going to go into a gas station and walk up to the counter and be like, can I get 1 cigarette and 1 beer, please? And be like,
One of your finest
there.
alcohol, please.
I'll have one of everything.
Tell him
Tell
to
him to
bring
bring-
out the whole beer cave.
Tell him to bring out the beer. God, I love DJ Khaled.
Me too. He's awesome.
Call me
Did you see the
asparagus.
video- Did you see the video of him playing golf with Michael Block, that guy from the U.S. Open?
Yeah, and he jumped on it.
Yeah.
Do you think he's on drugs, or do you think that's just how he is?
It's a bit. He's.
At
I mean,
this
I
point, it's
I
a
don't think
bit.
he's the brightest tool in the shed, but I don't. That's not really what he's like.
I think he's
The
like
brightest
I think he's
tool in
like,
the shed.
Yeah, this is funny, but
Yeah,
also
The
he's-
sharpest
he's-
tool in the shed.
He's a little
Nope. I know what I said.
Screws are a little loose.
Yeah. He's
The lights are
interesting.
on, but no one's home.
He's a little dim. He's dim.
Yeah.
Honey, a collar chandelier.
Life. It's like Roblox.
Life is after he crashes his golf cart.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Brother.
If anyone else did that though, they'd think like you're mentally retarded. But it's DJ Khaled, so it's fine.
I like the one of
This
him.
guy
at-
made some bangers.
the one
It's
of him
okay.
at the restaurant. He's like, he's like, what's in this? And the lady's like, shrimp and. Have you ever played rugby? Driver,
beat.
hand me my driver. Jesus
Imagine
Christ.
caddying for him.
Oh, that would be very entertaining. Probably get tipped really well too.
And when he's birdie alert, and it just cuts to him like running around the hole, hitting the ball with his putter till it goes in, like 4 times, like 1 foot away.
When he was playing with Michael Block, it was a par 3. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, par.
That's how I play golf.
Birdie alert. I went with my dad the other day. I didn't even keep score. I was just happy when I didn't lose my ball. I will
set your
follow. I was the most happy on hole 18.
Because you were done.
I hit my ball into the water, and I was like, my dad hit it up in the fairway, and I was like, Dad, drop me off by the water. And I took his like ball retriever tool. I just filled my pockets up with balls. I was
Yeah.
like, let's go.
I haven't gotten to golf since before I came to Rolla. That,
Well,
like,
you're
2-week
actually
period I
not
had.
bad, right?
I wouldn't. I'm bad, but I'm,
Compared to
decent
like
enough
me,
to, like-
I fucking suck.
Well, yeah. My best score is 100, but that's like a generous 100, so I'm really not good.
You were playing a decent amount though.
Yeah, I was playing like every 2 weeks, and that's probably why I'm broke now.
Is it really that expensive to golf?
It's like 35, 40 bucks
Really?
to
That's
play 18. Yeah.
That's not even worth it.
It's 16 after 3:30. I will follow. For 9.
Well, yeah, I would play
For
when
9.
I would.
I didn't think about
I guess
that.
I played
What
a
if
lot
you
in,
just
like,
play?
Let's go golfing.
What if you just play? Like, do they really kick you off when you get to 9? Are they like that adamant about it? Or you can just keep.
At
Depends on the
Herman-
course.
At Herman all the time. Then you pay for 9 and just, or that you paid for like, I don't know. It was like winter.
I'd pay for 9. You pay winter fees, and then in-season fees are different because like less people golf off-season. It's like not in the summer or spring or fall,
Yeah, that makes sense.
so it's cheaper. So I was paying like $13 to play 18 holes.
That's pretty solid.
But if I were to, like, when I have a full-time job or something, I'd probably just get a membership somewhere. And if you golf enough, it's more than worth your money.
Yeah.
True. I'm thinking about getting a membership at Augusta.
Oh yeah,
That's the National.
Yeah.
nice.
Nice. I'm gonna get a membership at Michael Jordan's place, like Club 23 or something.
Didn't he like rig that course for him to be really good at?
It's like
I
all
think
the
so.
stuff he's best at.
There's also
yeah.
only like
I mean,
80
when you
members.
can build a golf course, you can.
Yeah,
really
if it's
make
your
it-
own place and you're playing it all the time, yeah.
Make it all.
There's only like
dog leg
80
rights
members,
for your slice.
and I want to know what the fee is.
But yeah, I think there was a story. It's like he made the course that played to his strengths the best, so he could just take people's money whenever he played them there.
He would do that. That's
Annual
Ultimate-
fee of
ultimate competitor.
$25,000.
There's no better
much, Will?
competitor.
Annual fee of $25,000.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy. There's no better competitor in the history of the universe besides Michael Jordan. And maybe Kirk Cousins after watching the quarterback show, because Kirk Cousins is such a devoted football guy.
Thanos.
Yeah.
I-
Kirk Cousins is fucking awesome
I like Kirk
after
Cousins,
watching that.
but I don't know. I feel like Patrick Mahomes just loves football so much and loves yelling and playing football.
See, I kind of like with that whole documentary. Yeah, obviously, like Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback, most talented quarterback of all time. But like, just the way he kind of acted and bitched about everything, and like his mic'd up stuff, a lot of it was bitching. I was like, that
I have
kind
yet
of.
to watch that.
I don't like
You
that.
should watch
Pat.
it, Will. You'd like it.
You'd really like
Yeah.
it. It made Kirk Cousins like one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league right now.
Yeah.
Kirk's not bad. He just doesn't have playoff wins under his belt.
Yeah.
Regular
Yeah.
season, he's a top.
He also
12
does some.
quarterback.
He also makes some stupid fucking mistakes.
Yeah, but, like-
he gets hit so much, just
Yeah.
like crushed.
Yeah,
Every time
You
he
can't
gets hit, he's like, ah.
some of those I was like,
I would too.
that one didn't hurt that
He was
bad.
like,
I know that was a big dude hitting you, but that couldn't have been that bad.
I'm getting hit every time out
Well, I'm
there.
sure
He's
when it's like your
"Just saying
20th
my
hit of the
O-line
game,
sucks."
When it's like the 20th quarterback hit of the game, it probably hurts more for being hit
Yeah,
less.
I'm sure. Yeah,
I wish they had an Andy Reid
Painkillers
show.
they gave him
I just
before the
want
game
to
were wearing
follow
off.
Andy Reid around. He's so fun.
yeah.
When Patrick was hurt, he just goes and sits next to him. He was like, "Where?" He's like, "Where's it hurt?" And he was like, he's like on the. Patrick's like, I can't do his voice. He's like, on the outside, and he's like, oh,
On the outside.
are you okay?
That was pretty good.
And he's like, Andrew Reid was like, stand on your toes. And then Patrick like started jumping around. He was like, okay.
Good enough for me.
I wonder, are they
I
gonna
would
have,
be
like,
really
a new
scared to cuss
3
it.
next
Yeah,
year?
next year. Yeah, I'd be really scared to cuss at Andy Reid like Patrick Mahomes was doing. He's like, "We're gonna take you out." Fuck no! Fuck no! Fuck that shit! No, no. I
Well,
would be
when you've
like,
won 2 Super Bowls and your team owes you $500 million, I think you can do what you want within reason.
Yeah, kind of.
but it's Andy Reid. Like,
I like Patrick Mahomes mostly, but one time, like, it was just showing him after. He's like, yeah, when one of your great players, like, he was talking about himself. He's like, when one of your great players gets hurt, all the other players step up, or something like that. I was like, bruh.
yeah. Well, he's good and he's the best and he fucking knows it.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess he is pretty humble
for being the best. Yeah. I mean, he booked his Airbnb for the
yeah,
Super Bowl 3 months early.
I
Like,
That's just a smart economic decision right there.
That's what he said. He was like talking about the price. He was like, yeah, the prices, man. I got such a good deal 3 months early. I was like, bruh, you're rich as fuck.
I mean,
Plus,
yeah.
if you waited till you knew you were in the Super Bowl, you probably couldn't find an Airbnb.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes
Well, he
could
also
find it.
he probably could
Well,
have found one.
I
but
guess, yeah, but
also, like, if he wouldn't have won it, they still had like the NFL honors and stuff in Arizona that week, so
Yeah.
he would have been at that.
I felt bad
matter
for
what.
Mariota. He's just kind of garbage.
he is.
Well, he's kind of garbage, and the Falcons fucking sucked. So
Yeah.
Yep. A lot of people think the Falcons are going to be like win the division this year. I'm like,
every year people say that. Every fucking year since they've been in the Super Bowl, people are like, don't be surprised if the Falcons have a really good year this year.
Well, their
And then-
division.
Besides the
Sucks
2 years they were
cock.
good. Yeah.
Well, they
Besides go ahead.
they signed like 3 people in free agency, and people just automatically assumed, yep, they're contenders, even though they have, what is his name, Sam Howell as their quarterback, or Matt Corral or something.
I thought it's Desmond Ritter. Is it not him?
Oh, Desmond Ritter. All those random miscellaneous
Still.
white quarterbacks are all the same.
Who would you guys want to see for the next quarterback show?
I think
Aaron
it'd be cool.
Rodgers.
I think it'd be they're gonna do. I bet they do 3 like different types of quarterbacks. Like they're not like they did this year. They're not gonna do 3 quarterbacks that just win and are good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do like Brock Purdy.
Jared Goff would be cool, I think.
Yeah.
Jared Goff would be a good one. Like one of those like lower end quarterbacks.
And then like Joe Burrow.
And then like Joe Burrow or
Yeah.
Josh Allen or something like that.
They could say fuck it and do Jameis Winston. That would be comedy if they.
That
got
would be
Jameis Winston.
hilarious.
What? He's not the starting for anyone, is he?
He's still on the Saints. It's
Yeah,
fucked up.
yeah.
They'd be like, Jameis, where are you? He'd be like, bro, I'm at the club.
Jameis Winston is like DJ Khaled.
Yeah, it's like DJ Khaled. My favorite clip of him is I think it's Demario Davis giving a pregame speech. He's like, "Look at the man next to you," and he looks at one of the receivers, goes,
Yes, I've seen that clip. It's so funny.
"Who's the
Pull
quarterback?"
that clip up, Jack, if you can find it.
Justin Herbert.
I'll put it in.
There's
Okay.
the video of him trying to hype up his team, and then like it's the most basic like high school amp up speech you've ever heard. And then like there's some interviews. They're like, "What do you think of Justin Herbert's pep talks?" They go, he could use some work."
Yeah. Have you seen the one when the Bills are all in the tunnel right before they run out? It's Josh Allen. He's like, blah, blah, blah. Let's do us today. I love you guys.
They're like,
and
"We
then
love you,
all the
Josh."
teammates, yeah, we love you, Josh. We love you, Josh Allen.
I was just about
Just
to say, that's
mocking
so
him.
funny.
That one's a good one.
What's the Dolphins D tackle that has the really funny mic'd up moments?
He's like, ow.
Oh,
He's like, he hit
It's
me.
like,
I'm not
guy?
scared of you.
yeah.
he
Was he
cussed.
Dolphins?
He cussed.
Yeah.
Raph.
I'm not scared of you.
Like Wilkins or something.
Dominique.
I know what you're talking
No.
about. He's funny.
You know what's crazy is I didn't know, like,
You about
Christian
to get
Wilkins.
this.
I
You
didn't
about
know,
to
like,
get this.
get
No.
before
No,
the
I'm not
Super
scared of
Bowl,
you.
Or after the Super Bowl, like, they walk past each other. Like, Jalen Hurts was, like, walking past all the Chiefs guys, and Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
was, like, and he was like,
What's up, bro?
Respect, brother.
oh, do you see the Chiefs were, Henry Ruggs was working out with the Chiefs?
Really?
Yeah.
Not in jail.
I guess not.
Is he allowed to play?
I have no clue. But
I'm
then
sure he'd get suspended if he did sign.
I was just looking at
Yeah.
trending on Twitter. It was Henry Ruggs working out with the Chiefs, and then a guy that the Vikings just drafted, or he's a rookie or something. I guess they just drafted him. He was going 140 in like a 50 mile per hour zone. Or 140 in a
Except-
50 mile per hour zone, yeah.
Except he wasn't drunk driving. He was just driving fast.
Yeah.
So he's not
Who-
like fucked.
Who's Calvin Ridley with?
The
Jags.
Jags.
Okay.
They
Oh,
traded
yeah.
a nickel for him.
Yeah.
Jags are going to be
Damn,
good.
Jags are gonna be good, man.
Yeah.
If Trevor
probably
Lawrence does what he did the second half of the year, all year.
Yeah.
In the
Watch
AFC,
out.
they're probably the team that could win, and I'd be the most happy.
Yeah. See, when the Broncos are out and it's like playoff time, I really just root the Chiefs on and Patrick Mahomes because I fucking hate Tom Brady and I want Patrick Mahomes to be known as the GOAT because I hate
Yeah.
people calling Tom Brady the GOAT. So then
Yeah,
I
but
just
then you
start
gotta deal with all the
rooting for him.
people around here saying that shit.
Yeah. I think
It's better than them saying Tom Brady's a GOAT.
I think the Chiefs will win again this year, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got Chiefs Niners. In
They're
my
just
Super
so good in
Bowl.
the playoffs.
Yeah.
The 49ers have the best all-around roster in the NFL.
December.
They need a quarterback though. If Brock Purdy plays like he did, or is he even going to be ready week 1?
Yeah, he should be. I think I saw something he should be.
If he plays the way he did, or if Trey Lance plays well, then yeah, they're the clear favorite.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I think Purdy will be fine if his injury doesn't like set him back
I mean, it could have been Nick Foles type of deal, and he's coming off a bad leg injury. I'll believe it when I see it, honestly. I won't be drafting him in fantasy football.
The thing with Brock Purdy this year is like he's gonna have Christian McCaffrey to just fall back on.
Well, yeah,
so much. It's gonna take so much pressure off of him.
Christian
a blind kid,
George Kittle, Debo Samuel,
100 yards in the 49ers offense.
Brandon
so
Ayuk, they're all good.
Yeah, they're studs, and their defense is the best defense in the league. I mean,
yeah. I'm excited for the Jets Hard Knocks.
Yeah, that'll be really good.
They tried so hard not to be featured on Hard Knocks, and then they got forced to. Because the only other options were like the Saints and
it wasn't good.
The Saints and someone else, and I would have liked to see the Saints.
It was the Lions again. They could have done the Lions again.
No one
would have been fine, just because that's more Dan Campbell, and Dan Campbell is the ultimate football guy coach.
I haven't watched any.
It's awesome.
The Saints don't really have anybody who like the media could latch onto that well.
Yeah.
In Hard Knocks, so.
Yeah.
Other than maybe Alvin Kamara, but,
Yeah.
Who knows? He's probably not getting suspended though. Big dubs.
Nice.
Oh yeah, what did he?
He got the charges. Basically, just got dropped. I don't like. There's some legal word for it. I'll look.
Did he beat the shit out of some dude, or was it his wife, or what?
Like he paid.
It was
them off,
him and his crew in Las Vegas for the Pro Bowl, and he just the guy pushed him, so his whole crew just beat the absolute shit out of him, and he had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, dude, I was watched. It's on Netflix. It's called The Mind of Aaron Hernandez. It's fucking crazy. Like, I knew what he did, but I never really like looked into it that much. And I watched that documentary. It's fucking nuts. Like, he was psychotic. Just would all of a sudden snap, and if you got in his way, he was beating the fuck out of you or killing you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay, I got it.
And then putting on such a like a perfect face around everyone else when he's like on TV and practicing, like the most normal guy you could think of.
So he's probably like actually a psychopath or sociopath or something.
Well, yeah, he murdered people. So.
And then he was also a thriving homosexual.
Thriving?
He had a lot of gay sex, apparently.
A true hero in the gay community.
Alvin
Kamara.
The whole thing,
yeah.
Isn't there a part where his mom's like, "Can I have $1 million? Just
give
me $1 million.
Just $1 million. I'll be set for life." And he's like, "Why would I give you $1 million?
Like,
you never did shit for me." He's like, "You're gonna die not knowing your own son." It was pretty funny, because the whole time you're just like, man, he just got caught up in some bad stuff, and then you're like, never mind. He does something or says something. You're like, never mind. This guy's fucking crazy,
bro. He needs.
But hey, he could sure catch a football though.
He needed a therapist. That's a good
segue.
They had him sponsor.
I didn't know they had him and Gronk.
Yeah.
Yeah, BetterHelp. Our sponsor,
BetterHelp. In the Gronk early years.
Yeah.
That's a nasty combo.
Yeah. Waxing crescent moon out tonight. Saw that.
Wow.
Out of work.
Right on the right.
I was like, I just looked up. I was like, oh, that's a waxing crescent.
I don't know
when
how
the light is on
I
the
guess
right.
There's not that
waxing.
many, but
what moon phases?
Yeah, just how I remembered all of them.
Oh.
From like fifth
I
grade.
remembered mine because you know when everyone
Gibbous?
and every teacher ever gave the project where you had Oreo cookies and took the like icing off and made the moon phases.
Yeah.
Instead of eating them, I actually did the assignment.
Oh, nice.
And unlike everyone else,
Those
so
fat
I remember them. Yeah.
I just know light on right is waxing.
Yeah.
White
Easy
on the
money.
right.
Wax on, wane off.
Oh yeah, you did.
Karate Kid
You guys
reference.
did that one.
I'm pretty sure I invented that.
I'm sure you.
My
did.
teacher never taught me that. I think I
Not a
invented
single
that.
soul ever thought of that before you.
Well, I told my mom when I was doing that homework in 4th grade, I'm like, this is how I remember it. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to teach that to my students.
Nice.
I might be a genius.
You might change the education community forever.
Yeah.
Has there been any other big sports news coming out? I don't think so.
Not a whole lot
Oh,
right now.
the MLB TikTok right now is hysterical.
Yeah, I've seen that.
What is it?
It was
So you know
one
how-
was or yeah, you explain it well.
So you know how every time they post about like Shohei or Ellie De La Cruz, they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, stop glazing this guy."
Yeah.
They just posted videos of like Ellie De La Cruz breathing before his at bat, and they said, "No one breathes like this." Like playing into it.
He was like
Yeah.
drinking water, and they're like, no one drinks
Yeah.
water like Ellie.
No one hydrates like Shohei.
And
That's funny.
it was Shohei tying a shoe, and they're like, this guy can do anything.
This guy is not human.
That's good. That's funny.
Have you seen the Bills TikTok? Like getting ready for the season. It's just like a giant shitpost TikTok. It's funny.
That's all the Bills TikTok account is.
I
It's
love
all
their
shit.
TikTok.
Yeah, I saw a lot last year of their TikTok. It was kind
Or
of
the Denver Nuggets, how they had an outro.
on their TikTok.
Yeah. And it was like a picture of Nikola Jokic with a filter going like boo boo something like that. Yeah, essentially. It was awesome.
That's funny. Yeah, like we're in kind of the weird time right now where it's just baseball and like trades aren't happening just yet. Like the rumors are starting. But like if your team is almost out of it right now, you're just like hoping you get a few good trades and a few players to make watching the rest of this year a little more enjoyable, and then you're just going on to next year.
Yeah.
The Cardinals winning? Yeah, they are. 6-game win streak, baby.
Nice.
The Cardinals will end up making the playoffs.
Yeah, the Cardinals got that voodoo black magic for the past like 3 years.
They always make the playoffs.
I'm
always.
always like, I'm gonna pay attention to baseball this
They
year.
can avoid rebuilding for one more
And
year.
I just don't.
Yeah.
They push it off every year by doing some random bullshit in the second half of the season to make the playoffs. And they're like, cool, look, we made the playoffs. Next year we'll be back and better.
Well, they just like the Cardinals don't. They make a big trade every 4 years.
Yep.
They got Goldschmidt, and then they got Arenado, and
Just
they haven't
enough
done.
to milk all
They
of that
haven't done
potential out of
shit
them.
since. Yeah.
And then when that meter's running low, they go, okay, fine, we got to meet the quota.
Yeah. They're due for another big one, but they're not going to do it this year.
Well, they never sign anybody.
Maybe in the off season. I
They
bet
could
they'll do
literally
it.
sign 2 number 2 pitchers and probably increase their wins by like 10 to 15.
Yeah. Yeah. They just find a way to make the playoffs every fucking year.
Winning culture, yeah.
Do you think, like, what would it take to get Shohei Ohtani in a trade, do you think?
Your entire farm system,
To the Cardinals?
Yeah.
A lot.
everybody.
Yeah.
You may as well just
A
trade
lot.
them your entire like AAA team. Like just give them the rights to the organization.
Damn.
That's what they want. And everyone's smart.
They're
And says, no,
the Cardinals will not get him.
no.
He
Not a
would
chance.
I saw a thing,
I-
or someone just from the Phillies was like an or just like he's like a Phillies guy, and he's like, covers the Phillies or something. He's like, yeah, I would trade Bryce Harper and Justin Turner for Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't think
would
they
they take that.
Would they want that? They'd have the best
I would-
outfield and
I would take that.
yeah.
Bryce
It depends on
Harper.
their contracts. Though.
Bryce Harper is okay. I mean, he's not. Everyone hypes up Bryce Harper because he always goes and gets a hot streak
He was
sometime in the
fourth
year.
MVP voting last year, something like that.
But he wasn't great. Like he had an okay season. He's Bryce Harper though. So his name is known, and people when he does good, people suck him off.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
he's
I
like
think any-
Giancarlo Stanton. Everyone sucks Giancarlo Stanton off when he's doing good, and then when he's doing bad, they're just like, oh, he's just got to find his rhythm back. He's not good. Giancarlo Stanton is not a good baseball player anymore. He's disgustingly awful.
But to get Shohei, any team with a top 15 farm system could just say, yeah, I don't feel like having any players in the next 5 years, so here's all of them. Give me 3 months of Shohei Ohtani, and I pray to God that he.
Well,
chooses
I think
to
if you're the Angels, you take prospects, but you also need a big name in there.
Yeah.
You need one. You need one big name. You're not getting rid of the best player in baseball for.
I'd
farm
rather have
guys.
another prospect that's like top 20 in the league than a big name,
But
because
the-
they're not going to win when they get that big name. It's just going to be dead money sitting there,
But you get
not winning the games.
you get a big name, and then more people are going to want to sign with you when they become free agents.
They got to get either like a good pitcher, like great pitcher, or a great hitter, I would say.
Yeah. They need a good pitcher.
I can't imagine what poor team is going to say, here, we'll give you $600 million over 15 years. Here you go.
It'll be the Yankees. They're the front running for it right now to get him this year.
And he'll fizzle out and like.
Yep, and he won't do. He won't do. I always. It's just so crazy what he does, and I'm not a huge Shohei guy, honestly. But it's crazy what he does in baseball, and I just don't think he can keep it up for his whole career. Eventually, he's gonna have to pick one.
He's gonna deserve every dollar he gets from his deal, though.
Yeah, for right now. But if someone signs him to like an 8-year deal, in 8 years from now, I don't know if he's doing this.
Not this, but even if he's a middling pitcher and a like above average hitter, it's not going to deserve what he's going to be getting paid, but it's going to be like he's going to be valuable enough for your team to where it's like, okay, we don't need to trade him and say, here, we'll give you all your money now, go away.
All right, guys, switch to the new call I just sent.
Did you email it?
Yeah. Fucking shit.
Jack, what is Control V to paste?
I don't know how I forgot to put the link.
Hit Control V. That's how you get the link to go into the email.
Yeah, I know.
Dumbass.
Where were
I watched. We're gonna change the subject because I don't like talking about Shohei Ohtani. I watched the new Indiana Jones this weekend when I was home.
Yeah.
And
you want to see Barbie?
It wasn't.
It wasn't out yet.
Came out today. Fucking dumbass.
Barbenheimer. Shows how much I know.
It was fucking awful. It sucked.
Yeah, wasn't his face
it was
like
great.
CGI or something weird?
That was that. The CGI on his face was actually pretty good.
Oh.
It was like the first 15 minutes of the movie. And there's like a flashback setting stuff up. But was all really good until like the last 45-30 minutes of the movie, and then all of a sudden, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, they go back in time.
Bruh.
Like in
an
Time
Indiana
Machine?
Jones movie. No, there's this whole thing. It's called. Are you guys gonna go watch it, or can I?
No, I've never seen an Indiana Jones movie.
It's called the Dial of Destiny, and like there's this dial that like Archimedes or whatever the fuck his name, some ancient Roman inventor made that like predicts fissures in time, and if you hit it at the right moment, it takes you back in time. And some guy that was a former Nazi got a hold of it and was trying to go back so he could do everything he could to like win World War II. And Indiana Jones is trying to stop him, blah blah blah. And they end up going back in time, but they go back to like ancient Rome. And
like,
Indiana Jones wants to stay there and like stay in ancient Rome because he's really old and he has like no family. But like Indiana Jones' whole thing and all of the other movies, his whole thing is like preserving history and like not letting people get these ancient relics because they belong in a museum and they should be preserved in history and not abused, blah blah blah. And then they just have Indiana Jones like, oh yep, I think I'll just stay here and screw up everything in history.
kind of a. They should have just like had him die
And
or
it
something.
sucked. That's what I kind of wanted them to die and just like completely close the story. And or like I thought maybe they would do that too, like at the very end, like give him a solid good ending to where I'm like, they're like, okay, they're not making any more Indiana Jones movies. But they don't. They do not close the story out. Like they kind of make it to where like, oh yeah, they could make another one if they wanted to.
Indiana Jones in Rome, yay!
But my point is like, there people in Hollywood, and it's mainly Disney, they are ruining every good old classic movie. Star Wars fucked it up. Marvel, they're starting to fuck it up. They've kind of been coming back with some of the stuff they've been putting out, but they're fucking that up. Indiana Jones.
Hello?
But you're frozen. Oh, there you go.
Oh, he's good.
They're making sequels of these timeless classics that are better left alone and just absolutely destroying everything that these people
Well, the first three Indiana Jones are good.
They're very good.
What about
Crystal Skull's pretty stupid until the end too. They fucked that one up, and then all of a sudden it's aliens.
I don't really remember that one. I went and saw it on like a giant IMAX or whatever with my dad when I was little. I guess I thought it was good then, but I haven't watched it in a while.
It's not good. If watch it again, it's kind of stupid. But like, and then I was just thinking after I saw that, and I was really disappointed. I'm like, there is not recently, like in this decade, there has not been any movie that is a completely new thing, that it's not a reiteration of something else that someone just came up with in their mind, that I'm like, yeah, my kids are gonna like be watching this. My grandkids will watch this. Like, this is a timeless classic. This will be cemented in history forever. There is nothing like that at all.
Yeah, the movies like I can think
That
of
have
that
been
I would be like,
coming
oh, I'd want to show this to my kids are all from like the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Barbie, maybe?
all of those. Possibly.
That's a new concept. No one's ever talked about that before.
But like the Harry Potters, I guess. But those all came from books.
Those are also in the 2000s, not
Yeah.
2010s.
Yes. But like we are just in a dying age of cinema where nothing is good. Like
They gotta put Subway Surfers below it then, and all.
the last really good awesome movie I left that wasn't like a Marvel thing was Top Gun Maverick, and that was a reiteration of Top Gun that was made in the fucking 80s.
Yeah.
Not a reiteration, but a sequel. Like nobody's coming up with new shit. No one's got new, good, interesting ideas.
Speaking of,
So I think I'm gonna write a movie that's awesome and amazing.
I was thinking I could write a
And-
TV show, and then I was sitting there for 2 minutes, and I was like, what would it be about? I don't know. This is too hard.
Well, now you're mentioning Disney, Universal, which is Disney, right?
Everything's Disney.
Well, yeah,
Everything is
but-
fucking owned by Disney now.
You know how they have that writers' strike going on?
Mm-hmm.
I saw a clip that's it was outside of Universal Studios. They had cut the limbs off of all their trees so that way they didn't have any shade to stand in.
That's awesome.
That's
So
Good for them.
their plan is to wait till all the writers are so dirt poor that they just have to take a deal.
I like the writer's strike. There's a reason you're not getting paid because you're not writing anything fucking good.
Writing shit.
Saturday Night Live is fucking awful now.
They need some base
people are striking for
sigmas
that.
to get in there.
It's fucking terrible. If you can't go watch a whole thing of Saturday Night Live now. Even like I watched it when they had Travis Kelce on it. Funny guy, terrible. Like they bring all these high-end funny celebrities in. They fucking just ruin every skit. The best fucking skits on there is the like weekend update or weekly update, the news thing.
Yeah.
When the black guy and the white guy
right
jokes
each
on
other's
each other.
jokes. That's fun.
That's the only funny thing.
When they're as offensive as possible.
Yeah. It's
It's almost like when you have to tiptoe along the line of
upsetting.
offensive and not offensive. It's like it kind of diminishes the creativity.
yeah.
You know Norm
It's-
Macdonald, Luke?
Sad. Yeah.
He just used to be like racist and sexist on Saturday
Yeah.
Night Live. It's
Blatant.
so
Yeah.
funny. You
It's
should,
hilarious.
Have you
I mean,
heard of him, Will?
that's what's funny.
Yeah, I love Norm
I
Macdonald.
mean, that's funny
yeah,
stuff.
I love him too.
We watched his clips at your house, Jack.
Oh.
People get offended too fucking easily nowadays. That's why shit's not funny anymore. Because people just are too afraid to make funny things.
Well, it's less the fact that it's partially that, and like people don't accept it when they do.
Yeah.
Like it's not a sound economical choice because then more people will be pissed at you and you'll get bad PR.
I also think that like most people now are so immune to it to where it's like they don't even find that, even if like they were in an environment where they could laugh at it and like be like, ah, that's funny. People just don't have that sense of humor anymore. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really like die laughing at like TV shows or some of them or like movies or stuff like that. But when I'm on TikTok and there's like offensive TikToks, I burst out laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't seen something like this for a little
I mean,
bit.
with TV shows, it's kind of different. Every episode you have, you're not going to be out loud crying, laughing all the time.
Yeah.
So that's a little different. But like comedy movies, you should have at least 4 times where you are just busting ass laughing.
Yeah.
Like I watched that No Hard Feelings movie with Jennifer Lawrence and
Yeah.
Tommy
Yeah.
Smokes. The guy that looks like Tommy Smokes.
Yeah.
And I think I chuckled 5 times. Just like a
You got to see her boobs though, didn't you?
yeah, and vag.
Damn.
Yeah.
I on my way from Boston.
She's kind
to
of losing
Niagara-
it. She's kind of losing it. She looks good like when she's got makeup and stuff on, but like in that scene,
I watched Rush Hour.
Oh, I
Usually-
love that movie.
Yeah.
awesome movie. Great.
Yeah.
That's usually I'm not one to like bust out laughing unless I'm with other people. Like it's funny. It's like the equivalent of that for me when I'm by myself is like making a noise. Like if I go
Yeah.
that means it's like I am dying laughing on the inside.
Yeah.
And I did that like the entire time watching it basically.
But Chris Tucker is fucking hilarious.
He's hilarious.
He's so fucking funny.
And then is it Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee? It's Jackie Chan.
Jackie
right?
Chan.
Jackie Chan.
He has good comedic timing.
Bro, did you
Like,
just
he's not a
confuse
comedian,
two
but the
Have you-
writers or him or whoever does it.
Did you
like,
watch the blooper reel?
No.
Like, you gotta look up Rush Hour bloopers. Just watching Jackie Chan, say stuff because he
Oh
doesn't
my God.
know like the right word.
saw
or
a
something.
TikTok.
It's so funny.
I'm googling if this is real right now, but I'll tell you in a second.
What is it?
Oh, I think it is. Jackie Chan's daughter. I saw a TikTok, and she said, "I've been homeless because of my homophobic parents." I guess she came out as gay, and Jackie Chan just said, "No daughter of mine's gonna be gay," and
Good
kicked
for
her out.
Jackie.
That was funny.
Yeah. Experiencing homelessness due to homophobic parents.
How old is this girl? Like
Not old.
how old?
Like
18
adults.
or-
23.
Okay, So maybe it wasn't. She's probably like saying this to get some attention and some stuff like that.
Money.
But
For a house.
yeah, but like, okay, you're 23. Maybe it's time to get out from under mommy and daddy's money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Just
see if I
because
can
your
find something in
dad's
this article.
rich as hell doesn't mean that you should not do anything your entire life.
For real.
Maybe they were like, okay, well, if you want to be a homo, then you need to do that yourself. I don't know.
Go be
Yeah, I'm
gay
not
with
gonna
your
read
own
that
money.
whole article.
What'd you say, Jack?
I said, go be gay with your own money.
Yeah. But like Chris Tucker is fucking hilarious, and there is not like one person right now that's like in movies that I am like, they're that funny.
Yeah.
Like they're as funny as them. They just like the funny people don't do movies.
I don't watch movies anymore at this point, honestly.
Well, it's
One
like,
of the funniest guys is that redhead dude that does the podcast with Bobby Lee.
Oh,
That
yeah.
motherfucker needs to be in
Yeah.
a TV show.
Santino. He's
That motherfucker is hilarious.
He's in Dave, but
He's not getting anything.
I feel
He's not
like-
going to be in anything after some of the clips that they post.
I feel like there's enough like him. He's rich, and there's other rich, funny people. Like they don't need to go through like a studio to do a movie. I feel like, or like someone who would censor it.
You got to have a lot of money to make a fucking movie.
For a movie to be that low budget for them to film it themselves, because
Might
not
be
like
not good.
Not
The
even
budget's-
filming it. You have to have
Well, they get a crew.
producers. You have to have
I'm talking about
producers that
everything.
pay. And then there's a whole thing. Like
But
if you
if
ever
you wanna
watch
have
Entourage,
if you want to have a
you
really
learn
low
the whole
budget
the
film,
business.
it has to be drop dead hilarious for it to be worth anything.
Yeah.
Because the plot's not going to be worth it
That's
down
how I was thinking about the TV show.
if you have no budget.
that I was planning in my head. I was like, how the fuck would I film this?
Yeah. Well, you'd
You
have to
pitch it.
Yeah, you'd have to pitch it to somebody, and like, you got to get the script's got to be approved, and they probably would have people rewrite it, and by the time it's rewritten and actually approved and gets to a studio or something, it's going to be completely changed.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll make one once Balls Pod takes off. We'll
Balls.
throw our money in and
Balls
make
the
it really
movie.
good.
Balls.
The,
The, movie.
the balls.
Balls. The story.
Yeah.
Story of balls.
Are you guys going to see Oppenheimer?
Yeah, I was. A lot of my
Apparently-
buddies are going to see it tonight, but I didn't have time.
I don't know how they're doing this, but the director or whatever said like the boom of the nuke is gonna like shake the theater.
Really,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I feel like
I think
someone's
it's gonna be good.
set a
I think it's
bomb
gonna
off
be good.
in the movie theater
Yeah.
at that time.
But I mean, it's already gotten really good critic scores. But critic scores don't mean shit.
Yeah,
The audience score is what you want to look at.
Yeah, I
I think
think
it's a good movie. A lot of people are just like
I kind of think it's gonna be a bust.
they're like talking about.
I think
how-
it's gonna be
how
too
good
much
it
shit
looks.
going on.
They're talking about like how good it looks and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't really
care about that.
Like, I mean, as long as it looks like okay, if it's like good stuff in it. But
Oh, like the like how it looks on screen.
yeah,
Yeah, that shit's so dumb. I can go watch an movie from the 80s, or like Star Wars.
yeah,
It's the perfect example. It was made. New Hope came out in like 77. Terrible graphics, terrible animation, but the story is so fucking good, and like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It's awesome.
That's like people complaining about video games. Like, the graphics aren't that good. I'm like, okay, we'll do the controls feel
Yeah.
good? Do the
I hate-
characters
I
move
hate-
fluidly?
I hate when people like critique Marvel movies and stuff. Like the CGI was terrible. Who cares?
Did you
It's-
understand what the CGI was portraying? As long as I know what it is, I don't care.
Yeah. Yes. That. I mean, sometimes it's annoying when you can tell, like, okay, that's obviously bad, like
Yeah.
really bad. But if the story's good, it's gonna be a good movie. Who cares about fucking CGI?
I did watch Cocaine Bear for the first time
Yeah.
on vacation. Hilarious.
Solid movie. Solid movie.
It's hilarious.
Is it funny? I've never seen
It's
it.
so bad that it's so funny though.
Yeah, the acting is pretty shitty.
It's so bad. It's just so absurdly bad that it's hilarious.
You know what's crazy is like there hasn't been like a movie where people like actually like excited to like see what's in the movie. They just like make it a meme. And they're like, oh yeah, we're going to see this tonight because it's funny and people will like my TikTok if I say this. Like
yeah,
there
like
hasn't been a movie
like
like
how they were
I actually want to see it.
How they were doing the whole Barbieheimer thing where it's like
Or like
we're gonna go drink mimosas and then go watch Barbie and then
the Minion movie.
Yeah, when they go wear suits. I do like that though, making more of a joke out of it. I think it's funny.
With a movie like
it's funny,
Minions,
but I'm just talking.
Well, yeah, with the
talking
Minion
about
movie,
there hasn't been like a movie where people are like, oh, I actually want to see
people are like
what's in
lining
this.
out.
Oppenheimer kind of is. People are like, I really want to go see this thing.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen is people. Just
This
being
has
like,
a lot of traction.
Banned in Japan. Can't watch it there.
Yeah,
wonder why.
That's pretty funny. I know. I'm excited for the new Deadpool, though, because those movies are funny.
Those are.
Yeah.
Those movies are great.
Like, unless it's a big franchise, yeah. Other than Oppenheimer, I can't think of another movie that people were lining out the doors to go see.
There's not.
I'm
Like
sure every
people
Marvel
people
movie
do
they
it for
will.
like the Avengers movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there is not one movie that somebody has written and just out of the blue they were like a studio was just out of the blue like we're going and doing this movie.
Yeah.
That people are like, that looks fucking awesome. I want to go watch.
Like, have you ever seen like the lines like in the 80s and 90s or whatever for Star Wars?
Yeah, it looks awesome.
And like they're all dressed up and it's like it's sick.
That looks fucking awesome. Yeah.
Bruh, we gotta go see Barbie though.
We do.
They
Did you
have-
see Margot Robbie's feet?
No.
People are making a big deal about her feet that she did in like one scene that's in the trailer.
That's funny. I saw her face.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys see Dua Lipa at the Barbie like premiere?
No.
Like, you know how they're like red carpet events?
No. What was she doing?
Will's looking it up, I think. He can explain it.
Dua Lipa Barbie? I'll look that up.
Why did I looked up career? I meant premiere.
Idiot.
Hey Jack, what am I looking at here? She got what is that, a map?
Wait,
Oh, it's flowers. Flower dress.
wait, what? Dua... I think
Oh,
it's-
she's wearing a whole ass thong.
Jack, I don't know if I'm seeing what you're seeing here.
Well, like... Hold on, it's the silver
her
dress.
Entirely see-through dress.
Yeah, you could see her nipples.
Awesome.
And like... I don't... This,
Girl boss.
this has
Amazing.
got to
Amazing.
be like a kid
Now
movie,
that's
doesn't
talent.
it?
It's like PG-13, I think.
Oh,
That
it?
is talent.
Where is it?
Well,
Yeah, it's
you gotta-
PG-13. It's
well-
got an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. A movie about Barbie. What?
It must be more than Barbie.
It's about women empowerment.
What is that?
Barbie's not conforming to the way that all Barbie dolls should act. She's going and doing her own thing.
Is that actually what it is?
Pretty sure.
Oh.
Bro,
Oppenheimer's got a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes and a 9 out of 10 on IMDb.
Audience 93.
No.
There's
let's
probably
see.
no audience score out yet. And it came out.
Yeah,
today.
there's no audience score. It's 3 hours long.
Yeah, it's fucking long.
Bro. Isn't it just this dude trying to cope with like?
It's
essentially
about the
being
morality.
embarrassed?
It's about the morality of, like, dropping the bomb and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
And
isn't it?
like, yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is in it.
I may have. There's a possibility I have to deal with something similar to that when I get into my career.
Really?
If I build missiles for the government.
Oh, that will never fire ever.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to fuck with us.
That's the whole meme with aerospace engineers. Is like you get paid 6 figures, but you're building missiles that'll kill an Iraqi family.
Do you
Like,
care?
they're gonna pay someone to do it. May as well be me.
Yeah. Do you care? Is that a dilemma in your life?
No.
Good.
I was seeing a bunch
I
of
told my
memes,
mom
like,
that, and she's like, "I don't know if I'd like if you were doing that." I was like, "Well, I don't think I'd be legally allowed to tell you I was doing that if I was. So I think you're okay."
Is like engineers immediately after they graduate, and it's like a truck.
Lockheed Martin zoom going to them like.
It's like
sign this contract, please.
It's like a truck, and like the bed pops up, and then missiles just shoot out of it, and it hits a city. It's like a animation, but it's still funny.
Like
we need a good war.
If I feel bad about it, I'll just make the missiles really terrible. Then
yeah, and then
get fired.
Tons of Americans die because
no, just make it so like
strike didn't work.
Make it so they explode.
Will, congratulations! Congratulations, you just killed Drew.
Will hates the troops. Will hates the troops.
No, make it so it explodes like 50 feet in the air. Just like it'll tickle their rooftops, make them maybe get a roof job, but scare the shit out of them.
I'm posting that on Instagram. Will hates the troops.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you see? I was reading this today. A former player on, was it Kansas State, that had the whole, or was it Kent State that had the whole like hazing thing going
Northwestern.
on? Northwestern. One of the purple teams.
Yeah.
And it was like
that's just big fat dudes.
Just big weirdo fat guys doing big weirdo fat guy things.
Yeah. And
something like that.
I read the comments. It was like,
let the boys play.
Like, what does this mean? Do you hate fat people? And someone was like,
God.
And then another guy was like, I think O lineman know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
what were they even accused of doing?
I don't think they've actually come out and said like.
They probably just had to like
happened.
run naked through the locker room or something.
I think something I heard was like, I think you had like made him give him a lap dance or something weird like that.
Here we go. Included Shrek claps and naked human car washes. What is a Shrek clap?
I don't know. Look that up. Look up Reddit. What is a Shrek clap?
Sounds terrifying. I don't think I'd want that happen to me. When upperclassmen on the team would run around a player who's made a mistake in practice while clapping their hands above the head of the teammate. Okay,
what?
So like a little bit of public humiliation.
That's retarded.
That's really stupid. Jesus Christ, people are too fuck.
They've had issues involving hazing and bullying that takes on a sexual and/or racist tone.
Fat linemen are some of the funniest people on planet Earth.
True that.
They are so funny.
They got so much room in their belly for good jokes to come out of.
That's where they store all the funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are the type of like those are the type of fat people that like I love. It's two opposite sides of the spectrum. Like,
well, they're fat for a reason.
There's funny fat people, and I love those people so much. But then it's the fat people that like aren't funny and provide nothing to the human race, where I despise them.
Like poor fat people.
Where's your decoration at? Is it not arrived yet?
I haven't ordered it yet.
Bro.
No, the one we were looking at is like a 12-inch by 10-inch. Like,
look, I think your room's just gonna
thing.
look like that the whole time.
Probably. No, I want to.
Look at Will's
I want to
room.
get a bigger one. It's too tiny.
Will's
like,
on the
want a
freaking
big
beach
thing.
right now.
That's right.
Yeah, Will's looks great. That's the thing you stole in Panama.
Yeah,
that
I can
flag,
show you
right?
some more stuff. I got well, I guess you guys have seen it, but I got monkey right there on the Missouri flag. I got my
Monkey
airplane.
Doesn't wear any pants.
Airplane right there. I'm not reaching it. Some random cardboard sign we made, and a handicap sign right there. You want to see my screensaver?
Nice. I want to get a palm tree, just to blow up palm tree and put it in my room.
Those were the flamingo and the palm trees. Those were from like one of our parties last fall. I didn't even put those up there. Those were there when I got
on
here.
the show. On the show, the middle, Axel, the oldest kid, goes off to college and he doesn't pack like anything, but just brings this blow up palm tree.
Oh, I've seen that clip.
Funny.
That's hilarious.
It's so funny. It's the most college thing ever.
True. Well, it's like Leonard. He showed up here with a trash bag full of clothes, a 30 rack, a fifth of whiskey, and his backpack. That's all. And a TV, I think. And a TV. But that was it.
My god. We gotta get Leonard on the pod. He's so funny. That dude can make friends with anyone. When we were fishing this weekend, we paddled all the way up to the mill on the Burbus. Paddled up, and there's just some random old guy. You can tell he's like homeless, probably fishing for his dinner. And Lewis, he had his line tangled or something, and that was asking Lewis if he can get up. Lewis just paddles over there, and just talking to him and making conversation.
Yeah, when we went out to test his boat, there was a dude with a jet ski, and Lewis probably talked to him for like 20 minutes about the jet ski and boats and cops and everything.
Oh, when we were...
No.
Oh, you weren't on the river. When we went on the river, when we went on the river for my 21st thing, he found some guy he knew that had a really fast boat, talked to him like half the day. He just left us. Next thing you know, him and that guy are just running up and down the river on the boat.
It's so funny when he starts talking to other people because he just starts lying.
He lies so fucking
like,
much.
Like, what? You've never.
He lies
what
so much.
When did you do that?
People will ask me about stories that he's told them. Like he'll be like, "Yeah, me and Luke one time we were doing this, blah blah blah."
You're
and
like,
somebody will ask me about it, and I'm like, "I mean, kinda, yeah, but not to that extreme." And then he'll get going. If I'm with him though, I just go along with it.
There's like a little truth in it, but yeah.
When I'm with him, I go along with it. I'm just like, "Yeah, that was crazy."
You're like, "Whoa, oh yeah."
And then we killed a guy.
What did we do? Oh yeah.
I caught him one time. We had just got done hunting, and we went hunting, and then got home, cleaned up, whatever, and went out to a party. And we shot like 3 or 4 ducks. And then I walk up on him, and I don't think he knew it was me. He was just talking to some guys like, "Yeah, we shot like 12 or 13 tonight." Like, he fucking didn't.
That's so
classic.
Funny. I like that I'm like actually friends with him because before I kind of just like knew him, like your friend.
Well, I feel like I always brought him around to stuff, and you guys never really like knew each other, but you weren't like close like you are now.
Yeah.
And
then
I haven't seen him all summer, except for when you did your 21st.
Yeah.
Lewis, he tried to call me earlier. He always calls me. He's like, "What's up, shitwad?"
Yeah.
He wanted to go camping on his boat, like on the gravel bar or something. I was like,
yeah,
we could do that. And then he's like, "Yeah, my boat's not working." I was like, "I was wondering." He's like, "Do you still want to get drunk?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." He's like, "Okay, Friday or Saturday?" I was like, "Probably both."
Yeah. He
make it Saturday.
He was working on it. He was working on it whenever I went over there. And he's like, "Yeah, fix it up. Should be working here soon, couple days." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it."
Yeah. I feel bad. I wish it worked. He'd be so.
I feel bad for him too. I'm starting to get. Yeah, I'm starting to get to the point where I don't think he knows what he's doing. Because he talks like he does. He talks like he does, and I don't know any of that shit. Like, I'm not a mechanical guy.
Yeah.
When it comes to like knowing parts and
he's
stuff
an
like that.
engineer.
And he's always buying these new parts. He's like, "This should fix it. This should fix it." And either he is fucking it up while he's fixing another part, he breaks something else, or he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He should have
just bought a new motor.
He shouldn't have got rid of the old one. The old one ran perfectly. Started up in fucking 9-degree weather and ran perfectly.
Yeah, that's nice.
He's so funny. He needs a fucking reality TV show when he like gets out of college.
Yeah.
Just
when he's got big boy money to fuck around with.
He needs a show.
He was talking. He was like,
"Just call it Leonard." Holy fuck! We should get. Can we just buy the rights to Lewis's life and then make that our TV show?
Probably sell it to you for a case of natty.
Yeah.
Who would you get to play Leonard in a Theo Von? That's who
Himself.
plays Leonard.
Well, Theo Von would be very good. No, you just have Leonard play himself.
Just follow
He'd
him.
be fine.
Just follow him around.
Yeah, it's a reality show. He's just doing his thing.
Yeah.
Leonard could, if someone ever made a movie about Theo Von, Leonard is gonna. He should audition. He would
He doesn't
be
have
perfect.
the accent though. He's got
He
to be
could
able to do
probably
the
do
accent.
it. That's not a hard.
Have you
accent
seen that
to
clip?
do.
This girl, she's
Yeah.
like, I'm in so and so, and look who.
Whenever I need to get it out, I just write it down.
That's perfect.
I've been told I look like him multiple times. When my hair was a little longer and
fat
like,
kid
straight.
eating a banana.
Multiple times you've told us this, Luke.
Yeah, I still think it's crazy. It's not. I don't know if it's a compliment.
I would take it as a compliment.
Yeah, I guess. That's one of the funniest clips I've seen in a long time. When that guy's like, "We just had some dude coming up in here and say the N-word, and you're laughing." He's like, "No, that's not funny at all,
That was
dude.
Drewski.
Whenever I need to get it out, I just write it down."
And then he
Write it down.
deletes
He
it
ends
from
it.
And then he sits there and looks at the camera like, "What the fuck?"
That's so funny.
What a character.
Oh shit. You guys want to play Fortnite after this?
I got work at 6, so no.
I also have work early, but
Bro.
I was telling Jack this before we started, but I haven't worked at the landscaping place since June 28th. So I'm gonna show up, and we'll see how many of them even remember that I still work there.
it's gonna be a nice little surprise for them.
Dude, some chick just Snapchatted me, and she's got a face mask on, and it's all black.
What do you mean a face? Oh,
Like
okay,
a
yeah,
skincare thing?
Yeah.
How is that legal?
I should have screenshotted
like,
it. Said I'm
hang it
sending.
on.
God
this to
forbid
future
I do it.
employer.
If I do it, people fucking throw a fit. Some girl does it to work on her hygiene. It's fine.
I'm liking the goatee progress, Luke.
Yeah?
I just shaved
I
mine.
need to get it here. It just
You'll be
doesn't
like,
grow
I don't
here.
get it. I don't get it there either. I'm gonna get
If it would connect, it'd be awesome.
look like a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. It would be sick. I want it to just kind of go full, like scruff all around, but that's not. It doesn't happen.
Like me.
It's too patchy. Yeah, like yours.
It's pretty
I don't
kick
know.
ass.
I don't really like having it. I just am too lazy to fucking shave it.
Yeah, if I were to want to stay clean shaven, it would be like
My bathroom is so
Every day
clean
or
and
so.
nice right now. I know the first time I fucking shave it, it's just gonna,
Oh, how's the pee
they're,
toilet?
they're gonna be everywhere. I flushed it like
no.
yeah. I flushed it like 4 days after. I filled it up pretty fucking good.
Was it pretty full?
It was pretty full, and then I just forgot.
Damn. What about the
I
poop
just-
toilet?
The poop toilet's still going solid, going strong.
I didn't
I
see
took-
the roulette last
I-
week. Did anyone get it?
No, I don't even think we did it last week, did we?
Or did you not?
I think
I
I,
had to
did it by
leave, like-
myself.
Oh, okay. I had to leave quick to go to work. No, I got up like in the middle of the night to pee, and I peed and just flushed it, and I was like, oh no. So
Drop down to your knees.
I'm gonna start it up. I'll start it up after this again. I'll start it and see how full I can get it this week.
Yeah.
It did start to stink too.
Yeah, just gotta keep that.
It'll
fan
do
on.
that.
I'm just gonna go do it in someone else's toilet.
Contain the biohazard.
Yeah, there's 4 bathrooms in here. I'm just not even gonna use mine for pooping and shit and pissing at all. Just keep it clean.
And then when everyone else
Jack,
shows
were
up,
you
you're like,
watching-
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Kinda got dirty
I don't
out
know
of
why it's
nowhere.
supposed. I'll clean it for him when I flush it. But were you watching the Yak the other day, Jack? When little Sass was like, "I've been shitting so hard,
Yeah.
and I like have to go like half a foot up my back to wipe the shit off.
He's like, how does shit even get up there?
That's it. That's a problem.
He was like, my asshole is shaped like a vagina. He's so funny. He just starts saying stuff and just keeps on saying it. He's like, it doesn't even make sense, but it's so funny. And everyone else is like, wow.
I saw a Yak clip, and have you ever seen the fart eliminator?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I just started watching the best of Yak, where it's just like the 20-minute version of it, because I just listen to that on like my drive to work and then drive home from work, because it's like a 20-minute drive. Yeah,
we can't wear fucking earbuds at FedEx anymore because it's a safety hazard. So I don't get my Yak in all the time. So I've been kind of watching.
You need to like
the 20-minute one before I go to bed.
Get like a shoulder strap and just put your phone in it and like have it on full blast in your ear.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, my drives to Raleigh are always when I listen to the Balls pod.
Yeah. You mean you don't listen as soon as it drops?
No.
You're not a real pube.
I made it on the show though. Focus on you.
Yes, you did. You were very good, Will.
I know.
Provided a lot of great insight.
I'm a natural in the showbiz.
Indeed.
Yeah, if whenever we go mega, whenever we inevitably go mega, because it's coming. Will you stop being an aerospace engineer to work for Balls Corp?
Yeah, it'll be like the scene from Wolf of Wall Street. You show me a pay stub for $72,000 right now, and I quit my job and I work for you. If it were like Crash and Burn or something, going to try to get another engineering job. I see you were an employee for the Balls podcast for 4 years. What was that about?
The Balls Corporation.
Well, you can make us. You can make
Balls Incorporated.
Balls missiles.
Oh yeah, then we can just fuck people up.
Balls plane.
That would be. Oh yeah, that'd be so
nice.
Sick. That would be so sick. God, we're gonna be fucking huge.
True. Oh, when I was in Niagara Falls, I saw a car. Well, I sent it to you guys. The Saints car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
that
pretty
thing
cool.
was so sick. It had New York plates too. It wasn't some guy from Louisiana. It was just some guy from New York.
You
that
should have
loved
asked
the Saints.
how much he wanted it for.
It was an Escape too.
Yeah, it looked just like your car.
Yeah.
New car.
Well, he wasn't there. It was just in the parking lot.
You should have stole it, hot-wired it.
Tell him to bring out the Saints car.
Tell him to bring out the Saints car.
Do we want to spin the roulette wheel, or are we just gonna keep riffing? We got to be well over an hour.
We are way over.
I'll keep riffing. I'm down to keep riffing. Fuck yeah.
They call me the Riffster.
What should we talk about? I'll get the wheel pulled up for later though.
Okay. I don't know what's trending in today's world.
I'll see what kind of garbage is
what's
trending
new.
on Twitter.
What's
there
new
can't
and
be
what's
anything good.
What's hip?
What are the kids talking about these days?
What are the kids up to? I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do tomorrow landscaping though. Like, what does one do after it just rained?
What do you mean? Oh,
it just
poured
rained, like a lot there, didn't it?
Yeah, my power was going out this morning.
Sheesh.
I've never been there when the power went out.
Oh,
in that house.
The Redskins, the
Nigeria,
sorry, the Commanders. The Commanders sold.
Oh yeah, the owner.
A group.
That bastard's whatever his name is,
Dan.
the terrible guy, Dan Snyder. He's finally gone.
Wasn't he from England or something?
No, I don't know. He's just the worst.
Nigerian women's soccer is trending.
Wait, did they beat Canada?
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
I think they were
Do
playing.
you really want me to look into this further? I could give two. We don't talk about soccer on this fucking show. No. This is an anti-soccer show. Fuck soccer.
Earlier you said you didn't hate soccer.
When?
Luke,
when did that come out of my mouth? I said those were the two things I hate the most in the world.
I thought you said you hated women's soccer, but not soccer.
I said I don't hate women.
Yeah. The one thing you got to respect about soccer is the chants the fans do.
You said I don't hate
those
women,
are funny.
Soccer.
Yeah, like British people chants.
Have you seen
those?
No, the Irish. I saw
whatever.
Where
that's how much I don't give a fuck about soccer. I don't.
No,
their chants are. Who cares? Who fucking
You're
cares?
gonna like it when
You're
you
at a
give me a
soccer
fucking
game.
chance to speak. They were like clapping for the introductions or something, and all of the Irish fans were chanting, "If you hate the royal family, clap your hands," and it's just everybody clapping.
Oh, weren't they?
See, that's
weren't
good,
they
and
chanting
that's
about the
that's
Queen
about
being dead or
5
something?
seconds. That's about 5 seconds of enjoyment. Then you have another 100 minutes of pure shit.
I think they had a chant about the Queen.
That's why I
being
didn't
dead.
say I like the whole thing. I just said that's the one thing you gotta respect about it.
I would rather paint a wall, prop myself in front of it with a chair, and watch it dry before I watch a soccer game.
We should make specific fantasy football punishments for each person this year, and that'll be yours. You have to watch an entire soccer game with no phone.
Yeah. Are you
You
guys
have
gonna
to go to a St. Louis game.
You guys gonna get me in the league or what?
Oh yeah, dude. I sent out that poll and only 6 people fucking voted on it. It's 50-50 right now.
Bastards.
But I will say this, for all the listeners out there, we take our fantasy football league very fucking seriously. Until people get drunk.
It's been a league since
I was in the league
grade.
in, I think it was 4th grade.
I joined when
I think it was 4th grade because I remember I played football in 4th grade, before a year before you guys did, because we could only start in 5th grade.
Yeah.
But I did something to where I could play in 4th grade, and I remember coming back from one of my football practices in 4th grade and drafting. Were you not in it? You may not have been in it. You may not be an OG.
I started in 5th grade and I auto drafted because I couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi, and I ended up having Tony Romo as my quarterback. I played Oliver Mace week 1. I was projected to lose by like 20, and then I kicked his ass and then gloated to him for an entire week.
But we take our fantasy football league very seriously. It's been a long time thing. Like, we've been doing this shit for forever. So it's a serious deal, and we play for a lot of money. But
for college kids, at least.
Yeah. But I know Jack, you used to be in it.
Yeah.
You were in it before.
I was in it when it was like
some of the people that are in it now, not most.
Maybe.
But, I mean, you were in it before.
What would my punishment be?
Jason.
You were in it before
Drew.
Connor and Drew and Jason, and
That might be it.
I think Cole. I don't think Cole
didn't
get in till late. He got in like 8th grade freshman year, maybe.
Yeah.
So, I was just like, hey, I know Jack used to be in the league. I think he wants back in. Do we want to expand to 12 teams? And then someone who shall remain nameless was just like, no, that makes it way too hard. It makes it way too hard and not as fun. I'm like, it only makes it hard if you fucking suck. It makes it more challenging and more interesting. And with the amount of money that we're playing for, I want it as challenging as possible because I know more than most of you retards.
Yeah.
So
after
makes my chances better.
Like, you kind of like invited me, but I am interested, very interested.
Well, I texted you. I was like, "Hey, do you want in the league?" Because you had said something about it.
Yeah.
A while ago.
Yeah.
And Caleb just sent in the chat like, "Hey, our league was renewed for this year." So that's when I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll text Jack so we can get him in."
Yeah.
And then people were just, I don't think we need to have 12. 12 makes it too hard. Yeah. I don't want to play no names on my team. Like, there's not going to be any no names on your team.
I would almost say that
you're not going to be scoring 160 fucking points a week. No one should be scoring that shit.
Yeah.
I would almost say 12 is the most common. It's either 12 or 10.
12 is the most common. 12 and 10. But like a lot of leagues do 12. A lot of leagues do 12.
Who's another person we could get then?
Drew Holtmeyer or Matt?
They were talking with Drew Holtmeyer, which I don't know how much Drew really follows football, like heavy.
Yeah. I think Matt would do it. Matt always
I think Matt would be
updated.
really good. Yeah, Matt knows his stuff.
I think I left because I was like,
but that's the thing. Like in this league,
it was
we
like
went
$50
through,
and I was like, oh, I don't want to pay $50.
We went through multiple people. There were multiple years where people just stopped playing and didn't take it seriously, so we kicked them out because every time you play them, it'd be a free win.
Yeah. And then I realized
once getting close to playoffs, that doesn't help.
The payout is like after Christmas, and I'm like, oh, $50.
Yeah, well, I think it's gonna be 100 this year.
Yeah, well, I'll have 100.
12 teams is the standard.
See,
Show them that, bro. That'd be.
but
I can't
see,
wait to
but
win
the people.
$1,100.
Yeah, I know. When I win it and you don't have to pay anything because you got second place.
Yeah, maybe. In your world.
When I win it and have a second team in the league because we couldn't get a 12th person and get first and second.
Have you ever
Pretty
won it,
cool.
Will?
Nope.
I have.
Okay. Dumb luck, fluke.
Bitch.
Fluke Luke.
I've been in the championship twice and won it once. So
I can't
actually,
remember if I've been
I've won.
to the
No, I've won
championship
twice.
before.
I've won twice.
I'm consistently in 3rd through 7th. I'm never in the bottom.
Oh,
two. I'm
I
never in
don't.
the
I don't
top
think
two.
I've ever. Fuck. I don't want to jinx myself. Knock on wood. I don't think I've ever been in the losers bracket.
You were about 4 points from it this year.
Yeah,
because
I
of
know.
me.
I was very close.
I want to get back to these punishments because I want to talk about some punishments. So is
Okay.
it last place has to do?
So
punishment?
the last place overall. This is another one of my complaints that I want to make clear with the league, that it's not last place in the losers bracket, because you can go to the losers bracket and then have 2 bad weeks because your players did shit, but still have like a 500 record.
like last
and
in
then
points overall, or
it's last overall worst record.
okay,
After
worst
everything,
record.
after
After
losers bracket,
everything.
everything.
Because people were trying to say, like, if you're in the losers bracket and you lose the losers bracket, you're the worst team. I'm like, no, because somebody can be fucking 3-13 at going into the losers bracket, and somebody can be fucking 8-8 or
Whatever.
Yeah, I
or
get the idea.
whatever the fuck it is, be a 500 team and have 2 bad weeks in the playoffs. They still have a better record than somebody with a 3-win season.
Yeah. Chase did
It's always the people that have like the 3-win season that are like, it should be the losers bracket.
Chase did
I
the
think we
Blazing
found the
Challenge
good
last year,
medium
didn't he?
for punishments. Either you pay double.
Yeah, pay
Or
double.
you
Or
do
you
a
have to do
punishment.
what I'm up with. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. That was a very good rule.
What are some
I think
good
you can.
punishments? Do you guys have any good ideas?
The Blazing Challenge was good. That was a good one.
Challenge was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Except
That
he kind of acted like a bitch halfway through though.
Yeah, we need one that like they
You
can't
gotta
really
start.
half-ass.
Yeah. Because like I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all.
And
Well, no.
I
I
think
would do the
that's
same
a good
thing.
one
That's
because it's
hot.
like I mean it's like a short amount of time you have to eat it, but it like lasts forever. And
It
it's like a
sticks with you.
big group event thing.
Yeah. Calvin touched that sauce, put it on his tongue, and was like crying.
Oh,
How hot it was.
Cole Drummond, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings in Nebraska, and I dipped my fry in it, and like ate it, and I guess I like chewed it on this side of my mouth, and this side of my mouth was like, my tongue
Numb?
was numb. Yeah.
Yeah. Jason did it. Like one time,
Yeah,
he just went to
he
Buffalo Wild
completed
Wings
it.
one time and just did it.
That's
It
an
was
easy
when
way
he
to
was
And
get
he
join a
was
fraternity.
he was almost the loser of the
Yeah.
league. So I'm glad
Imagine
that
if he did it. That'd be
he
sick.
would have just destroyed it.
Well, no, there was a chance we were watching the Bills Bengals game that got stopped, and there was
The
still
Bills
like a
Bengals
very like
game.
it was over. But like if Jason's defense and kicker got like 50 points, then he would have, or the other way around.
No, it was
and Jason would get
Chase.
last.
Chase needed somebody to go and have like 3 touchdowns and 200 yards or something.
Yeah,
It was very unlikely, like really unlikely to happen.
to the point where he was just already doing the challenge before it was over.
Well, then we watched like a quarter of the game.
Oh, you guys
and
went there to see who
DeMar
was going to
Hamlin
be the
fucking
loser.
died.
Well, we knew Chase was going
We
to be
knew-
it unless something
Yeah.
tragic.
We were gonna
happened.
give it like the first half, and it was like if it was close, we were gonna wait it out and watch the whole game.
Yeah,
And then we ended up just doing it.
kind of killed the vibe.
It did kill the vibe. But
Literally.
We can say that he's fine now.
yeah, he's alive. Well, could be a body double. We don't know.
Okay,
hated
Caleb.
that. I hated when that,
That
shit
was-
was going on.
I honestly, there were some things where I was like, this wouldn't be.
Well,
on
when
my
you read the
agenda.
headlines, yeah, but you do one Google search and it's like, okay.
Well,
yeah,
the
it's
whole
taken out of context.
the whole thing where he was like
Okay, you guys keep going. I got to pee.
at the game, the whole thing where he was at the game and no one recorded his face, and he was wearing like he was in a box wearing a huge coat and a hoodie and a mask and shit.
Yeah.
That I think that might have been someone else. That's my only thing. He obviously didn't fucking die.
Yeah, maybe he was still on bed rest, but they wanted him to like they wanted the PR, like make it seem like a happy ending, so they sent him out.
You want to get him. If you're the NFL, you want to get him out there moving around and doing stuff as fast as possible, so people aren't like, this dude's still like
on a
recovering from almost death.
Yeah.
But no, I am very excited for fantasy this year.
I'm always very anti-trade unless I'm in desperate times when I'm in fantasy football.
Yeah, that's how. Well, last year I made one trade last year because I was a fucking sucker for Patrick Mahomes, and it honestly ended up helping me out a little more than it would have because everyone I traded away got hurt, like DeAndre Swift and all that shit.
Yeah,
he popped off for a few weeks, but then he got hurt. But I usually do one trade a year. Like
I would rather lose with the team I drafted in waiver wire guys than lose because I traded away someone really good, which I did. I traded away AJ Brown, but he was traded like 4 times last year.
Oh, he got passed around like a cheap whore.
Yeah, he was on every team. I traded him for it was Amari Cooper and some other. I think it was a running back.
What place did you end up getting last year? I can't remember.
I think I won the losers bracket.
Oh.
Consolation.
Do you get sent to the losers bracket though after you were in the winners, right?
I needed what's his name? Ramondre Stevenson to get 12 points and you
would have been in the losers
bracket.
Out.
I would have been in the winners bracket.
Okay. Yeah. I knew that. I just wanted
you to say. He got hurt in like the second minute of the game.
I just wanted to hear it come from your mouth. But I think how it is though, the first round of the losers bracket no one plays.
Yeah, I didn't.
And then the losers that lost week 1 in the winners bracket are in the losers.
I just know I won every game in the losers bracket.
Are we gonna have to
I had
get
Breece
to
Hall.
a new call, Jack?
If Breece Hall didn't get hurt, I would have been in the winners bracket. I would have been balling.
Yeah. We can go to a new call, or we're at almost 2 hours.
Okay. Well,
we better cut it.
Jack, you had something about punishments.
Yeah, do you guys have any good punishment ideas?
I always see the one like on TikTok, and this would suck fucking balls, is going to like a Waffle House or a IHOP or something, and you have to eat 24 waffles before
I would pay the money.
You leave, and yeah. We could amend that one for you. We could give you something else, non-food related.
Special punishment.
But every waffle you eat's an hour off your time.
I say we get together and make up one for everybody.
That's a good idea. Yeah. A personalized.
Then it's not like because there's like the Blazing Towns. Jason wouldn't
for yours, Will, you have to eat food.
Okay, I just won't get last. Duh.
Luke, you have to go to a Chinese soccer game.
Oh no. Fuck.
Yeah, we have to look up like the most miserable soccer game of all time, like where nothing fun happens, and sit you in front of it, and you have to watch.
Probably. That would suck ass.
Or make you watch like.
We should do that. When does it?
I think a better one.
First football
I
game,
don't know.
September
10th.
Yeah, we gotta do it before
That's the first Sunday, so the 7th will be the opening kickoff.
What would we do for you, Jack? I don't think there's anything you genuinely despise.
Eat a peanut?
That would kill you.
You suck at fantasy football.
Yeah,
time to die.
You're dead. Oh, maybe you have to break up with your girlfriend.
That's...
That would get his ass good.
Yeah,
that would be a good prank.
Caleb's got to go to like a Biden rally or something.
Caleb, no, that's
no.
Where I
Caleb
draw the
has
line.
to get signed up.
Caleb has to vote for Joe
Caleb
Biden.
has to give us his email so we can sign him up for whatever we want.
Well, no, then he just wouldn't look at it.
No, he has to donate $10 to the Democratic Party, and then he'll get pestered with emails for years.
He has to post on Facebook about, like, write an essay about how he loves Joe Biden.
Yeah. Give us access to your Facebook or Twitter for 5 minutes.
I don't know what hazing is, but if it was hazing, we would just haze him.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that is.
Time to win roulette.
Let's spin this.
I go to Theta Chi at Missouri State.
Oh, Luke, we're gonna get so many followers this year.
Oh yeah.
All
With what I told you.
all the new members of our fraternities are going to be following us.
They will. I will make sure of it. I'll politely ask them.
I will also politely ask them.
Make them go like every tweet you give out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and retweet it and post it on their stories.
Yes. Oh, we're gonna be huge.
We are. Okay.
22.
Oh, okay.
My favorite number, Black 11, baby.
Okay. 9.
No way.
6. Fuck.
Oh, I was thinking 6.
I was thinking 6 too. It's upside down.
Will,
9.
were you thinking 6? Were you thinking 6?
Duh.
Fuck.
Duh. Okay.
All
Well,
right.
I think this was a good episode. in my
Yeah, very
opinion.
good.
Absolute
My
banger.
humble opinion. Thanks everyone for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Will, for being here with us.
Yeah.
Sharing your
Shout out
stories.
to Pubes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Make sure to everybody go blow us up on Instagram and Twitter and
True.
like and subscribe on YouTube.
Yes.
I think more people are watching on YouTube than they are on Apple Podcast.
Yeah.
But if you're on Apple Podcast, make sure to follow us on there and download our shit.
Yep.
Balls_pod.
True.
That's right.
True.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay.
Pound it, noggin. See ya.
See ya!